many storylines heading into San Francisco, but there can only be one lead story, and it's Jett Lawrence. Well, congrats, Jett. You've officially lost the championship. Now, if you believe in voodoo and curses, then the Ryan Villopoto A1 championship curse from 2012 should scare the daylights out of anyone who wins the Anaheim opener. But curses are silly, right? I mean, Eli won A1 last year and then went on to over-jump a jump by 2 feet, and his Achilles exploded. Yeah, I don't believe in curses. I do, however, believe in reality. And the reality is Jett Lawrence changed the sport last Saturday. We all knew it was coming, and for those in the building that watched every move, every lap, every jump and whoop, it's clear as day. It was a pivotal night in Supercross history, like McGrath in 93, RC in 01. This changes things. Now, before you smash your screen, I'm not talking perfect season. Calm down. I'm not even talking 72 wins or giving him a farm animal nickname. I'm talking about the reality that he is now the clear favorite heading into San Fran after one race, and everyone on the gate knows it. But this is Supercross, a violent symphony where anything can happen, and it usually does. Every night is different, every track is different, the sport is wild, and chaotic circumstances are not always in your control. Ask Hunter. Ask Kenny and Malcolm. Hey, maybe he eats Chick-fil-A the night before, or maybe his Rolls Royce runs out of gas on the way to the stadium. Jett can be beat. Or drop the sarcasm, maybe it was just Anaheim. I mean, Jason was good. Coop was fast. Chase was lurking in the shadows. Eli is still daddy. And Kenny didn't get a fair shake. Let's wait, sit back, and trust the depth of the class and not lose hope just yet. If Jett loses in San Francisco this Saturday, all will be well in the world. A sigh of relief. But if he wins again, especially if it's easy, you will no longer have Tomac fans and Webb fans and Sexton or Oxen fans. You'll have anybody but Jett fans, and that would be crazy 2 races into his 450 Supercross career. But that is the reality. When you are a legend and you are an icon, you get the benefit of the doubt. And for Eli Tomac, I'll give it one more race. Eli's had weird nights in the past, and we've learned to laugh it off, mostly due to the fact that he always slaps back after a bad one. Take a closer look at the 2023 season, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's almost automatic. But this was an extraordinary bad one, as he was way off the pace of his new teammate Cooper Webb, finished 30 seconds behind his old teammate Dylan Ferrandis, a guy in a privateer Honda without a win to his name, and his rookie teammate Justin Cooper ran him down late from a mile back. It was a bad look, but when you've won more races than anyone not named Jeremy McGrath, you deserve a pass. San Francisco is huge for Eli, as it's the earliest must-respond race in his career. The long game approach is over. You can't just survive January, then wear him down over time. Jett changed the game so you can toss away the old playbook. Moving forward, every night matters as much as the next one, and you can't take a chance at being 25 points down a few weeks into the season. Jason and Coop got the memo. And as you watch this video, know that John and Eli Tomac are preparing a response to put a dent in the doubt that these guys may have in him after the opener. It would be silly to doubt Eli. As good as Jett Lawrence is physically, it's still the mental game that will carry someone to the championship, and Eli's mind is just about bulletproof. If Tomac bounces back and wins this weekend, it'll be his turn to deliver a reality check to the class that he is still the current king, and a bunch of talent and skill is not enough to take down the old bull. But what if he's third, 15 seconds down? What if he's fifth, 20 seconds down? What if he's outside the top 5? Next week, we'll have to have a real conversation. Chase Sexton, Jason Anderson, and Cooper Webb have reasons to be very happy after night 1. They should. Sexton showed discipline during a night where he was extremely careful, and he walked away with a Dungey-like podium. He will be better at San Fran, and if you look into the micro details of Anaheim, he really wasn't that far off. Ombre was back, and man, when that guy is at his ceiling, he is so rad, and most importantly, capable of winning. He kept Jett honest, and that had to have been a relief for a guy who was not on pace last year, or anytime during the SMX races. And then there's Coop. I mentioned last week when he's comfortable and mad, he's dangerous. Well, let me add one for you. He's confident, and you could clearly hear that from his interview on Pulp MX this week.
You know, when you show up to A1, you don't ever really know, but I just felt like I had a lot more confidence than maybe I had in the last few years.
So, let's game plan San Francisco. Chase is going to have to make a statement. The earlier, the better. It doesn't have to be a main event win just yet. Keep stacking your points. But he's going to have to smack Jett in a qualifying session or a heat race right away, like this weekend. Of course, I don't mean a physical smack. I mean a speed smack, saying, hey, buddy, I'm still faster than you. For Jason, it may need to be physical, as Jett's aggression in the opening lap of the main event at Anaheim shows that the kid's down to play the game, a game Jason Anderson would love to play back, and he should. And for Coop, just do it again. Be fast again. Be aggressive from the opening lap of practice again. If things get soft and messy in San Fran, this is the last person Jett wants to see with 5 minutes to go in a 450 main event. It's a big test coming for this group on Saturday. The tone of the championship's at stake. A big win from one of these boys in San Francisco, and the 2024 Supercross story completely changes overnight. And deep down, you know you all want that. The only strategy for Hunter Lawrence, Ken Roczen, and Malcolm Stewart is to pull a tear off. Rip it off, clear the vision, and head to San Francisco. Now, as bad as I feel for Kenny and Malcolm, my heart drops for Hunter Lawrence. Bro, you got freezied 4.8 seconds into your 450 career, and there's no other way to move on from it than to just laugh it off. Seriously, make a joke of it, bring it up at Christmas. Ha ha, remember when HJ got laid out on the start by Vince? Shut up, Jett. No, Hunter got screwed, but it was actually from his own intelligence. He was in a war zone in that LCQ and feared for his life. I watched every single pass and felt pretty gutted as he slowly navigated his way through the gator pit that is a 450 LCQ. But in truth, it's on him. Move on, my man. You'll be fine. Kenny had the speed to win the main. He smashed that heat race and was frisky all day. But he too got freezied at Anaheim. Malcolm too, at the exact same time. Look, it's easy to take the I hate Vince stance, and it hurts my heart, devastates my heart to have to say this, but he's not responsible for any of this. Well, for Dino, yes, but not these guys. Look, Vince Freese has superpowers, okay? Voodoo magic. He can take out anyone at any time, and if you look back at his resume of chaos, most of his takeouts, he doesn't even do anything wrong, and that's why he's still allowed out there. It's magic. I'm not kidding.
Witchcraft.
When you can take out Hunter, Chase, Kenny, and Malcolm in one night and not even be responsible, you're special, and he is. Back to San Francisco, for Hunter Lawrence, Ken Roczen, and Malcolm Stewart, you get a do-over. And guess what? David Copperfield on his number 125 machine, well, he won't be there. Still can't believe that fool ran my number. In the 250 class, we learned nothing new at Anaheim. Rick James handled his business like he did most of last year. I mean, take Jett out of 2023 and RJ kind of owned everyone else. And he did at Anaheim. His biggest challenger was Jordan Smith, another wild man who seems to have turned the page on his reputation from the past. If talented senders survive their youth and glue things together, it can be great. And these two have found it, and I believe a good title fight is coming. My money is that one of these squirrels gets the nut this year, because the rest of the class doesn't seem ready to take the leap. Joe Shimoda is expected to win, period, because that is all Honda has done the past 2 years in the 250 class, period. And this is Joe's time. He was quiet and a little messy at A1, but sneaky good when you look at the details. Levi Kitchen was better in many ways, but something is missing. Nothing big, it's something small. It's like almost put together, but it's not. He could be a podium guy all season without blinking, in my opinion, but PC brought him in to win, and he would expect nothing less. He needs to find the glue quick, before the vets pull away, and before the pups show up. Maximus Volan was great and should only get better. And my boy, Julian Beaumer, the jet ski racing, horse racing phenom, was good. Better than I expected, and I'm one of his biggest believers. He will get better too, and that's scary. This class is going to be fun, but right now, today, the title goes through Super Freak. See y'all next week. Thank you so much for watching this show. If you liked it, press the like button. And if you want to subscribe, then press the subscribe button. Share it with your friends, with your family, and grandma. Make sure you send it to grandma. Grandmas love everything Main Event Moto does. All you Motoheads out there, we are still rocking and rolling at Main Event Moto. You can go to patreon.com/Main Event Moto. We do 2 shows a week now, and both of them are live streamed. Patreon.com/Main Event Moto, and we will catch you on the next show.